All
right, all
right.
right.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Just
Good.
thriving, pushing, and conquering. So, pretty much
Hey, glory
the last couple of days. So, yeah, man.
glory to God, brother. Glory to God, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we started sometime around March this year when we got back from actually in the convention is when I told you, hey, I want to start this whole thing, what I need, what we need to do. Um, And once I got back, we started it, doing this whole infinite banking concept. Obviously, starting in March, it was like, brand new to me. I already had like a little bit of understanding for IBC, but I didn't have the chance of putting in the practice, right? So once I got you and I'm like, okay, I got the leads, we're good to go. I need now to understand how this thing works. So that's when Brandon Kitchens comes into the picture. I flew out to Arizona 4 days, 5 days with him, just learning the whole thing, from dawn to dusk. Um, and once I got back, that's when I started putting, the practice and just getting better, how to like, um, not overcome so much, rejections because these people are high intent. The leads that you bring is just I remember filling that up. Yeah, yeah, there's no amnesia. But fast forward to now is July, I want to say June, middle of June, this thing is just now blowing up. I mean, every single person that I get on the phone is gonna be followed by a Zoom. And that Zoom is just closed. Like that's it is over. Um, and just so you have perspective, and I know we talked about this a little bit, but in detail, in the last 15, 17 days, I'm averaging right now, not averaging, I'm actually put up $84,000 in AP. Today alone, closing of one client, right? This 84 is just maybe 5, 7, 10 people. Today alone, I closed one client, 66,000 AP. And this was just Sharpie Clicks, one client. So this
Um,
guy is putting $5,500 per month into his policy. So 84 plus 66, you do the math. We're looking at 100 and something, $1,000 within the last 20 days now. 25 days max. That's
man,
literally less than a month. Less than a month. That's how much AP, annual premiums I just submitted. So I mean, the proof is in the pudding, this is better than peanut butter and jelly. I got it, man. Like, glory to God and thanks to you because those leads are just a whole different ballgame, man. I don't know what you're doing. Don't share it. You don't have to, just keep doing what you're doing.
oh man, that's wonderful, man. Like, what would you say to a new agent, man? How can they get this kind of success, man? What would you say to a new agent looking to get to this point?
So I think obviously the first step will be call you, right? Have a sit down talk with you so you can set them up. And like I said, right, it's not something that unless you're like very, very experienced, but it's not something that you should expect within 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, just out the gate, go and take off, right? At least for me personally, right? Because it's not that the leads are bad, they're great, they're perfect. But then again, if you have great leads, you have a great lead vendor, right? In this case, all the systems are lined up. You have to now, decide, am I going to commit to learning this process? Am I going to commit to, working from 7 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m.? Because it does take work still, right? You still got to spend time doing presentations, either if it's what I do, either if it's final expense, whatever it is, the success is there. It's just you got to put in the time, right? The commitment. So to answer your question, I will say, just commit to it, commit to it, develop your own program. What I do might not work for you. And that's something that eventually I realized, right? We always hear that, but when it comes to this business, you get so much input, like from this agent, for this other guy, from this Hall of Famer, from this other guy, but you just take little pieces of each one of them and then you build your own stuff, right? Your own structure, right? Brick by brick. And that's what takes you time, right? But in that
Mhm.
process, like I said, Don't expect to be quick. Be patient. Keep
Mm,
pushing, building, right?
mm,
Because if you look at me when I first went out to Arizona with Brandon Kitchen, man, I wish I had a recording because I know how I sounded, right? But I wish I had a recording to show everybody. But I know how I sounded. And you look at me now and it's like, this guy is just, I mean, he was born to do this. No, I was not. I just had to really commit and, just get it done, get up. Okay, today was a no show. I had 6 appointments, high intent, but things happen, right?
right,
And next day, yeah, you call them again and oh yeah, sorry, I was sleeping. Because that's another thing that happens. It's not that these guys are just not gonna no show you because they don't care. It's just you're talking about truck drivers, business owners, right? They got things going on. So don't don't put yourself right away in that negative mindset. Just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing, it
that's it.
these type of leads, and I'm not saying because we have a great relationship, it's just as true. If I didn't have these good leads, I wouldn't be putting crazy numbers up. You're talking about almost 170,000 AP within 25 days. And this one client today was 66,000. One client.
Man,
So it's there, man. There's people out there, and when you hear the whole thing of like, let's get out there and protect families, the families are literally out there. Like you just gotta pick up that phone call, and they're just gonna talk to you. You know,
right,
Eh,
right, right.
hey, this guy, just to give you a quick context, this guy that I spoke with, 30-year-old, he owns the trucking business. And when I started, asking questions and understanding exactly what he wants, he opened up. He's like, yeah, man, I'm making $1.5 million per year. My accountant said that I need to do something with this money, right? Just write off or do something. And I'm like, well, you're in luck. You found me. So we actually gonna do something with your money so you can like, make your accountant happy. And that's what we did. We sat down today. We spoke yesterday, and today we sat down, and I mean, as serious as a heart attack. This guy through the CRM, all your messages were just hitting him like, hey, just to confirm, thumbs up. He thumbs up. Can you say yes? Yes. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there now at 2 p.m. waiting, and he's right on Zoom, popped up. And we did the whole thing, and that's it. So yeah, it's doable, it's achievable. But to anybody new, hesitant, skeptical about, the money and all that, trust me, you're gonna make a return on this stuff. You're definitely gonna make a return on this stuff. What I'm making right now, what I'm paying for these leads is a microscopic fraction as to what I'm making right now. So go for it. That's my final word. Go for it. Jump on it.
You're a rock star, Jonathan, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But
Keep crushing it.
I wouldn't be a rock star without the band, without the band leader right here. So
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. All right, Jonathan, man. I just wanted to catch up, see how everything is going, man. It's amazing. It's amazing, brother. All
I'll def-
right.
I'll definitely keep you posted because it's only gonna get better. So
Hey, you're right. Let's go. Let's go to the moon, baby. Let's get it.
sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
All
See?
right, man.
All right.